Hello, and welcome to the Shannon Kingett Comprehensive Gmail tutorial. Today, with our combined efforts, we will explore one of the greatest inventions of the 21st century, Gmail. Let's begin. Begin by going to www.gmail.com. Our first step is to create a Gmail account. At the bottom right hand of the screen, click the button that says Create an Account. The first thing you'll need to do is enter your personal information and then come up with a username. Seeing as this will probably be your email account for future years, it's advisable to pick something subtle and professional, such as your first and last name, or your last name and your first and middle initials. Some even just use their JMU IDs for an easy transition. Some are idiots and make crazy usernames even though their friends judge. Remind me to tell you who via my next email for discretion's sake. For our purposes, I've chosen a username that is not only professional for you, but truthful. You'll want to make sure your name is available before you proceed. Luckily it is. Finish up by creating a password, and then create your account. The following window should look like this. Click on Show Me My Account, and we'll get started with familiarizing ourselves with Gmail. This is your inbox. Right now it looks pretty empty, but soon enough it will be full of emails, probably all from me. Let's start with our most important work, adding Shannon to your contact list. Then, not only will Shannon be in your contacts forever, but you'll be familiar with the process for when you want to add other, less important people. Begin by clicking on Contacts. Select Add New Contact. Add my name where it says Name, and my email address where it says Email. Then click Save. I am now in your address book. Let's move on to the second most important order of business, Aesthetics. At the top right, there's a link called Settings. Click that. Select Themes, all the way to the right of the menu bar. You have many options to choose from. Don't be lame, pick something tight. I personally use Fantasy, because not only is it a very calming Gmail theme, but it utilizes a pun and the PH sound, like fat, but spelled P-H-A-T. For today, let's choose Graffiti. That's better, just as thug as we are. Let's explore the Settings feature even further. Click on Settings. There are many different things you can adjust to your own tastes. You can even add a picture, but don't, because that shows that you care too much. Let's add a signature, the staple of any college kid professional email. This is your chance to show the world, meaning your friends who don't actually care, and every so often an actual professional contact, just how much you do for your school and for the world. This is your opportunity to briefly provide a summary of yourself and have it be attached to every single email you send. Don't let it go to waste. Here's a potential signature for you. The possibilities are endless. Press Save, and this signature will appear at the bottom of every email you send. Let's move on to one of my favorite Gmail features, Label. This enables you to label your emails based on what's in them, who they're from, who they're to, or even when they were sent or received. It's an easy way to organize your emails so that you can find them quickly without utilizing the search feature. Click on the Label tab in Settings. Now, let's create a new label. Enter the name you wish to title the label, and then click Create. Let's make a label for Shannon Kingett's emails. Enter Shannon Kingett, then select Create. It's that easy. Now let's click on Shannon Kingett and see if there are any emails from her within this label. Of course there aren't. You just got a Gmail, and no one even knows your address yet, other than Gmail. Stop assuming you're so popular. Now let's color code your label. This comes in handy once you have multiple labels. That way, you can see within your inbox which email pertains to what, making it as visually organized as can be. Scroll down under Gmail Chat to the tab entitled Labels. You should see your one label, Shannon Kingett, with a white box to the right of it. When you click that box, a variety of colors appear. You can choose any color you'd like. Let's choose red, since that's Shannon's favorite color. The only problem with labels is that labels are not automatic. You have to manually apply them yourself. You must be thinking, Shannon, What the F? Why is Gmail even that tight then? You know I'm lazy, and while I crave organization, I don't want to have to do it myself. Isn't that what Gmail is for? The answer is yes, Dan. That is what Gmail is for, thanks to the most glorious tool of all, Filter. Let's make a filter. Up at the top, next to the search bar, there is a small link that says Create a Filter. Click that. We'll start by filtering emails from Shannon Kingett. This will filter all emails from her address into one place, in addition to your main inbox. Enter her email address next to From, and then click Next Step. You have a variety of options, most important being Apply the Label. Now, Gmail will automatically label all emails from Shannon Kingett. Check the box Apply the Label and select Shannon Kingett from the drop-down menu. In the future, you can create a new label right in the filter section by selecting New Label. Let's also check Never Send to Spam based on our emailing history. There is also a box called Also Apply Filter to 0 conversations below. More on that later. Click Create Filter. Now you have your first filter. Now all future emails from Shannon Kingett will be labeled with no extra work on your part. Now let's compose our first email. Click on Compose Mail. Let's send one to Shannon. You'll see that you can just enter a few letters and Gmail will automatically pull up her email address. Neato! Fill in whatever you think would be appropriate. Here's a great sample email. You'll notice that as you type, Gmail will sporadically save your draft automatically. This is great in case you need to do something else important while writing your email, such as checking Facebook or pretending to pay attention in class. You'll also notice that as soon as your draft is automatically saved for the first time, your drafts folder will hold your email. It will remain there until it is sent. If for some reason you need to stop writing your email and need to come back to it later, you can click Save Now and it will be in your drafts folder, even if the next time you go on is at another computer. Let's save our email now and come back in a minute. Go to your drafts folder. There you'll see your email just waiting to be completed. Let's add one more thing to the body of the email and then send it on its way. If you go to your Sent folder, you will see your email there. Now let's check Shannon's label. Since you are now emailing with Shannon, your email will appear in your label, right? Wrong! Silly Dan, you haven't created a filter for that yet. Let's do that now. Click Create Filter. This time, put Shannon's email address next to Now, since you've already sent an email before you created this filter, you should do a test search to make sure that your email will be filtered correctly. There it is! The test search feature is very important for when you create filters for emails you've already sent or received. It's advised that you do a test search for every filter you create, just in case. Now click Next Step. Now let's apply the same label and make sure it doesn't get sent to spam. But this time, let's check the box that says Also Apply Filter to 1 conversation below. This is an extremely important step for when you're creating filters for emails you already have, because it will apply your label to pre-existing emails. Click on Create Filter and voila! Now all emails to and from Shannon will be labeled correctly. Now it's time for you to start receiving emails. Let's go back to Webmail and set up email forwarding. Log in and then click on Options. At the top bar, click on Forwarding. Enter your new Gmail address and then click Start. Now all of the emails that go to your JMU account will automatically be forwarded to your Gmail. This makes it easy for you to still get all of your emails without the hassle of telling everyone you have a new email address. You can still reply to emails sent through JMU to Gmail, but the reply will come from your new address. After a while, everyone will catch on that you use Gmail and not JMU Mail. You are now ready for Gmail. Congratulations! You did it!